Previously on 2 albums, 5 days.
I forgot how much I like corduroys. Good for recording.
It's never too late to have a great childhood. Like, you can still enjoy life now.
Alright, let's get some vocal test here.
If people don't like it, I can't do anything about that.
You want to try to fill that in?
I don't think they need to.
Yeah.
Do you?
Where is this from? Black father, black son.
Was that it?
I mean, it wasn't what I was going for, but it might work.
Yeah, what was the question? Sorry.
This is my final breath. This is my last attempt. I'm putting in all I have. Everything rides on it. I don't wanna dream of living no more. I don't wanna dream. This life means more to me, and I'm done pretending. I wanna live again.
Day 4 of recording. 5 days. 2 albums. We're both exhausted. We can do it.
Cucaracha con queso is a song that kind of sticks out.
Yeah.
Can you translate that for us?
Yeah, so it doesn't make any sense. The translation is cockroach with cheese. If you Google it, you'll literally find, like, I don't know if it's a delicacy somewhere, but there's like cockroach with cheese. I have no idea where that came from, to be honest.
It's the most ridiculous thing.
Exactly. It was just some random thing that I would just start saying. I don't know, maybe I like the way it flows. I came up with this song in the shower. I was just started rapping the most ridiculous thing, and I was just like, this is funny and silly. And literally, I'm just saying, repeating words in English and then repeating it in Spanish and just saying like, hey, it's better in Spanish. Levels is good, levels is good. Hey, you need to watch those. Jokers will pop those, you know, those crusty lips, not nose, here to spot those, acting rah-rah, talking blah-blah, that's caca, chill, papa, run up in your crib with the guns out, pray your peeps, smack your baby teeth out your son mouth, who can stop me? I told Shorty I'm a teacher papa, caught him in the crapper with a clapper while he was doing cocky. So what is interesting about that song, I don't know if this has to do with me just not knowing what I'm doing, or God, or life, or whatever, just kind of caused me to go in this direction, but Cucaracha con queso, or con queso for short, was just gonna be a very fun, silly song. You got a fish and you fed it. I got a dog and I pet it.
I feel like you could do it better.
The whole thing? Or just that last part?
It's good. I think maybe you're trying to put too much energy in it.
Think so?
The first take you were just going. You were just cruising. Okay. And I felt like that.
Okay, I got it. I gotta dive in the beat. I want to swim inside of it. The title of the EP and the whole overall story and theme. I remember when I was first writing it, I was like, I want to put this on the EP, but it doesn't really fit. But I thought, well, maybe somehow, you know, it could just be like, you know, in this dark EP, this could be like the fun song that kind of sticks out. Okay, hold on. Okay, go. You are travel! Vroom, vroom! I said vroom, vroom.
I was trying so hard!
The whole point of this verse is I'm trying to, like, throw out the serious perfectionist Jonathan and just being like, let me just go for it and do the most silliest and ridiculous things.
Well, you just nailed it, my friend.
Them back to back makes it perfect.
In this Hispanic accent.
Oh man. The beginning of the song of Con Queso is literally me just kind of really celebrating the Spanish culture and just kind of rapping a little bit in Spanish, doing some Spanish accents and all that stuff. Oh, you eat porca y chuleta. You're a table, I'm a mesa.
Okay.
Oh, you got
chuleta. You eat pork, I eat chuleta.
Mm-hmm.
You could do something about pork. I'm just trying to think of what you could do.
Little piggy. Little piggy.
Yeah, that was
a little better?
Yeah.
Oh, you eat porca y chuleta. You're a table, I'm a mesa. Oh, you got strength, yo tengo fuerza. You got strength, yo tengo fuerza.
Fuerza?
Fuerza. Fuerza. Strength. Power. Somebody is saying, with my God, I have strength.
Okay. Hercules.
Yeah, tengo fuerza.
I don't know.
I'm trying to think. You got strength, yo tengo fuerza. You got strength, yo tengo fuerza. Dwayne Johnson. Dwayne Johnson. What do you think? That's good? Dwayne Johnson. Like, I can't even say his name correctly. It's almost like Johnson. Dwayne Johnson. Dwayne Johnson. Johnson. Dwayne Johnson. Dwayne Johnson. Little Piggy. Call of Duty. Very goofy song. But halfway through it, for a while, I was really stuck on doing this transition. I really wanted it to transition to this really more poppy, energetic, kind of like an Andy Mineo, I Know You Will. I was trying to go for that. Every time I did that, I just couldn't get there. And part of me was like, am I just not good enough at this yet to be able to create music in that aspect? Like, I kept hitting that wall. One morning I woke up and I was just like, okay, let me just try something. And then I just played some chords and it just was really dark. But I was like, I like how dark this sounds. As soon as I played it, I realized, oh, I know what I can do with this song now. I'm a Latino, but I look like a gringo. You speak Spanish? Un poquito. Pause it.
That was it.
Okay.
That was perfect.
I'm Hispanic, but I look white. Oh, do you speak Spanish? A little bit. I've had to say that a lot in my life. And it was kind of going to be a comedic fun part, but then it gets dark because I started to dive in the second verse about kind of being rejected by my own culture all my life. I was always told I'm never Puerto Rican enough. I was always told, like, you don't look Puerto Rican. You don't speak Spanish fluently. Oh, you weren't even born there. As Puerto Ricans, we're very prideful, and, we're always wearing the bandanas and the Puerto Rican flag, carrying it, very proud of our culture, and I am. Anytime I would try to do that, I was always told, well, you're not really Puerto Rican, you're not Puerto Rican enough. And so then when I would shy away from it, then I was told, oh, what are you, embarrassed of where you come from? You need to represent. Growing up, remember so many times showing up. That whole second portion of the song is literally just about me kind of venting out to that, and there's not really an answer to the problem. It's like, hey, here's what I struggle with, and here you go. It's something I don't talk a lot about, and it's something that just kind of like a whole weight loss thing. It's something that I'm very insecure about. It would cause me to not even visit Puerto Rico like I've done in the past. To be honest, I don't even want to go there right now. It's a reminder of what I'm not. If you were to drop me in the island, I could survive. But like getting over that fear of sounding like, oh, you're not really Puerto Rican, and hearing those comments, and I still hear it till this day. It's affected my relationship with my grandmother, who doesn't speak any English on my mom's side. I don't really have a relationship with her because of the language barrier. I've had this feeling of, oh, you should know how to speak Spanish. There's no should on anything. Like, it's not your fault, but that's something I deal with. And so with this song, I really wanted to open up about that. Because I'm never Puerto Rican enough. It's what they're telling me since infancy, I keep it a buck. So I try to speak fluently, I think it's enough. But then they turn and left me. Oh, let me do that again. There's these little tiny pauses that I can use that I wasn't capitalizing before.
Okay.
Because I'm never Puerto Rican enough. It's what they're telling me since infancy, I keep it a buck. So I try to speak fluently.
Honestly, that'll make it more intense, too.
Mm-hmm. I gotta stretch the enough at the end, right?
Yes.
Because I'm cutting it off too quickly. Because I'm never Puerto Rican enough. Yeah, definitely. Stop, yeah. Because I'm never Puerto Rican enough. I think I'm stuck in time because I've been living in the past. Oh, dang it, man. Because I'm never Puerto Rican enough. It's what they're telling me since infancy, I keep it a buck. Oh, man, I'm getting in my head now. Because I've been living in the past while you're passing by. Because I'm never Puerto Rican enough. It's what they're telling me since infancy, I keep it a buck. So I try to speak fluently, I think it's enough. But then they turn and left of me, you'll never be one of us. Yeah.
That was your best take ever.
Okay. Yeah. As I'm trying to create the next portion of the song, I think maybe I go too far and then it just kind of almost sounds like it's a different song, even though it kind of still gels well. Part of me's kind of fine with that though. Like, I'm in a place right now, to make a very long story somewhat short, or my version of being short. I just want to create good quality music, have fun doing it, and do it consistently. Like, that's the only focus I have. Before, I would have all these outside influences or even inner influences from my own mind of thinking I need to do this and I need to do that and I need to do this, and then it just paralyzes me, and then I don't do anything. I just kind of, mentally lock myself in my room and cry under the sheets because I'm like, I'm never good enough.
In the house of fear.
In the house of fear. Whatever happens, happens. I'm just gonna create let it lead me. It's something I have to learn to be more patient with. Hey, this is part of the process. You're gonna get frustrated. Just keep pounding on that door. You're eventually gonna break it. And so that's my mindset, is breaking the door down.
But if you can relate to this, no, you're not alone. There's a whole generation of us, we gotta carry on.
You know, it's been a long time since last time we recorded drums was for his last album, which was what, 2019 when it released?
Yeah.
So what,
Yep.
3 years ago? With this whole, week, we've really planned so much. Like, I mean, think about it. The drums are behind this. We bought clothing racks to hang soundproof blankets to condense the sound and sound treat it for the drums.
Create a wall.
Yeah, and so like it's working well too. We've planned for everything. We brought so many things, set everything up. Like, so we check this, we check that, make sure. And you're still gonna run into all these technical difficulties. This is not working how it should be, and that's one of the things that piss me off the most. Is like when technology doesn't do what it's supposed to do.
7 months of planning. We get here, get everything set up, start testing things. The drum mics don't work.
The drum set, which we have mic'd, we're using a drum kit, drum mic kit from Shure, which one of the microphones don't work, and it's brand new. I literally bought brand new drum microphones, and one of them doesn't work. So that's frustrating, but
Sure, get on the ball with your drum mics.
Sure. I knew this whole experience would be fun. I knew we would get frustrated at some points. You know, that's just part of creating. But I didn't realize how exhausting it was going to be some days.
After 2 hours of drums pounding in your ears.
Yeah, and it was like literally beating on my soul. And so I'm sure when you watch the footage, I think my face is like, this guy does not want to be here. Well, I was just, and she was asking me like, what'd you think about this part? I was so exhausted and like just mentally fatigued physically, going to bed late, waking up early, doing this, nonstop. I was exhausted, so when you guys watch the footage, don't think I hate my life. I was just so tired. It's been a fun process, and it's exhausting. That's the whole part of creativity, and that's what makes it amazing when you finally hit that goal you're going for, the vision that you set in the beginning. Because you get really high, you get really low, you get frustrated, it's not coming out, and someone's trying to critique you, and you get pissed off because you're like, no, I think it sounds great. Something doesn't work, but then it's like when you reach that finish line of like, this is what I was trying to do. Like, it's more satisfying that way.
We came in with so much excitement because we get at least 40 hours the whole week to just devote towards our craft. Like, we don't have to worry about jobs. We're not distracted by families, as great as of a distraction as that is. And we love that part. So much excitement coming into this opportunity, and then the reality sets in that, oh, this is a job. This is going to be taxing. Ultimately, it's worth it, and it has been, and we know the end goal is going to be awesome, but we're powering through.
Yep.
In your love, we don't need to battle. Search Me is that super intimate feel. No Fear is like, let's sing this together and like stomp the devil, as J-Vil says. Yeah, No Fear is definitely more of a corporate song for sure. When God first called me into songwriting, I knew I didn't want to necessarily write like corporate worship songs per se, unless that's what the Lord gave me. So what I kind of landed on, I've been calling myself like a modern day psalmist. If you look at Psalms, the Psalms run the gamut of like super intimacy, like this is a group of people praising, like it's ups and downs, it's whatever's on your heart and mind just coming out. Exactly.
Oh, no fair. No fair.
What was the drumming like for No Fear?
For No Fear, oh, it's so fun. Drumming is my first instrument, so it's like my first love. Take me back to my roots. And I don't get too many chances to drum anymore, so it was super fun. I think I blew out everybody's eardrums. It's such like a hard-hitting, rocky song, You just have to smash the drums.
I have to plug my ears.
Can you hear any more?
That's so loud.
Yeah, it's funny because like this song is another song that kind of connects to your last album with Fear, Work, Shame, Repeat.
Fear leads to work, work leads to shame.
Was that intentional, or is that something that also just came out of it?
I think it was not super intentional. I've said that like 5 times already. Learning things about myself. It was and wasn't intentional. I wasn't thinking about it, but No Fear, I wrote that song right as I was coming out of that really hard season, which Fear, Work, Shame, Repeat was written in that hard season. So that's a song about just the struggle, and you're just in a really hard place and you're in a cycle that doesn't seem to end. I guess you could look at No Fear as a response to that, because it's basically telling the enemy we don't have to fear because the Lord is going to work on our behalf, basically. In your love, we don't need to battle. Perfect love will drive fear away.
What do you think?
I like it. I mean, I envision it lower in the mix, but yeah. Okay, real quick. Can you get rid of that acoustic, like right before that comes in?
Oh, that's correct. It's only on the acoustic guitar?
I think so. Yes. Okay, I like it way better without it. Yep.
They're kind of opposites of each other. They're kind of, you know, Fear, Work, Shame, Repeat is, oh, we're in the fear, and then this song is God expels the fear.
Yeah, so I didn't think about it like that. Like, I didn't think of that this was the answer to that, but it just, because that's what my life was how my life was progressing, that's what came out. So, yay God. Pretty dang good. I'm happy with that. Next time on 2 Albums, 5 Days.
We don't even do the same genre of music.
Right.
Take 2.
You wouldn't necessarily think we were friends or that we had much in common.
Take 35. The way we recorded it didn't get to the level that I wanted it to.
I want to save this take. Do you want to do another one?
I will if we have to.
Do you have any words, Shua?
Alright, that's good.